Hello again, this is Dr. Simmons of the Chiropractic and Kinesiology Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. And today we're going to talk about nutrition. Now the first thing we want to talk about is for people to make healthier choices. This means we don't expect you to go cold turkey. If you're having fast food 3 times a week, maybe you're going to McDonald's or Burger King, try cutting down to 2 times a week. Try reducing the amount of fast food, junk food that you're eating first, because if you don't make small changes, you won't be able to stick with them. Now the next thing we'd like to talk about is reading the labels when you go grocery shopping. You'll notice a lot that the labels have deceiving information, we'll say. For instance, when you see something that says enriched, basically what enriched means is they've stripped out all the natural ingredients during processing, and then they add in synthetic vitamins and minerals after they've produced this food to kind of make up for what they took out of it. But they can never put in the natural ingredients that were already in there. We can't match those. An example of that is wheat bread. You'll notice that if you go to the grocery store and you look for the phrases whole wheat bread, that's what you're looking for in the ingredients, you'll see that there are very few loaves of actual wheat bread. Most of them are enriched bread, which is white flour. So what they'll call it is enriched flour or enriched whole wheat flour, and that still is white bread, and white bread basically is paste that turns to sugar. So when you're eating white bread and rich bread, that's what you're eating is basically sugar. So we encourage people to buy natural products, and by that we mean products that are as close to coming from the ground as you can. You'll see that they'll do a lot of low calorie and low fat substitutes for these products, and if you notice that the list of ingredients goes from this much to this much, and because to take out the fat and the calories they have to replace it with something, and those are all the chemicals and the fillers. So, you know, one of the things we tell our patients, if you're going to go get ice cream, and you shouldn't be living on ice cream, but if you want it as a treat once in a while, why don't you go and get the ice cream that you like, get it as natural as you can, and enjoy it. You just shouldn't have it every day. The next thing we'll talk about is vegetables. And vegetables are very important. You can get a lot of protein, minerals, vitamins, all from vegetables. And they're very healthy, but if you notice, if you buy natural vegetables, how long do bananas last? How long does lettuce last, or peppers? They don't last very long anymore. That's because natural food is meant to be prepared and eaten immediately. So what we do is we can them, and to make them last longer, we put all kinds of chemicals and fillers in them to make them have what we call a long shelf life. So by preserving the vegetables, you're actually kind of pickling yourself when you eat that. So you're putting those preservatives into your body and eating those. So we want people to prepare what we call high-cost foods. And high-cost natural foods do cost a little more, but what we're really talking about is the high effort it takes to produce them. So there's a big difference. If you get it, if you get say a can of peas or a can of carrots, there's a big difference. If you get natural carrots, you have to slice them, you have to take the skin off, then you have to chop them up, then you have to steam them or prepare them. So high-cost foods are generally better for you. So if you find that you're eating very fast and going to fast food places, the price you pay for convenience is your health. So it takes longer to prepare food. So get your family involved and get everybody in the kitchen and get them to help cook the food, and it becomes a family participation. That's the way to do it. One of the other things we find with people is they just don't sit down and eat dinners anymore. Food's not meant to be eaten in front of the TV or when you're driving your car. You actually have to sit down and digest the food. It actually helps. You actually eat less if you sit down and eat the food, because it'll take time there's chemical signals that notify the brain that, okay, I'm full. But if you're watching TV and just shoveling the food in, by the time the signal gets there, you've already overeaten. So you'll actually eat less if you sit down with family or someone you love and enjoy the meal. That's what they're meant for. One of the things we discuss with people is the celebrity infomercials. Let's pretend, first of all, like none of them have had surgery. We know better than that. But they do these weight loss programs which have a very large recidivism, which means within a year, most of their clients have gained up to 90% of the weight back, plus some. And that's because they teach you to do things like have low-fat lasagna, low-fat brownies, If you're fighting a weight issue, you shouldn't be eating lasagna and brownies. You're trying to change your behavior. That's what you want to do, is change your eating behavior, not find ways to continue to eat the junk that got you in there in the first place. So don't worry about the celebrities. What you want to do is just eat natural foods, low calories, and stay as healthy as you can. The other thing to do is to look at your pantry and be honest with yourself. If you bought it, you eat it. So go in your closet, open your pantry, open your refrigerator, and look in there. Whatever is in there, that is your current diet, because that food did not miraculously appear. You actually went to the store, selected that on a regular basis, and that's what you're eating. So choose better food, go to healthier places where you can find natural foods, and make better choices on your meals, and you'll do great. This is Dr. Simmons again from the Chiropractor Kinesiology Center. We hope you had some great information today. If you'd like to learn some more, come to one of our workshops that we have in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we talk about various things involving health and wellness. Have a great day and make good choices.